There you go. I did it for you. That's how the professionals do it.
Action! Welcome to TekTox, guys. I'm DJ Costin, and with me today I have the one and only. I'm pointing the wrong way on my screen. Hello. I keep on forgetting the camera's inverted. The one and only Apocalyptic.
This way for you. Hello.
And we a podcast. What?
You fucked up. Oh my god.
Oh, that's. Shall we just cut from there? Hold on.
Cut.
Okay, right there.
3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, it's me, DJ Costin, and I fucked this up already by laughing. We're just gonna get into it. This is TekTox. We are TekTox, not a podcast. But although we are a podcast, you may notice that we're a member down. In fact, technically we're 2 members down this week from our usual programming. Zivolf, I have no idea where he is, actually. He hasn't said anything.
He's dead. He rip. Wolf die. Wolves are extinct now. F's in chats, guys.
He's gone on holiday, I think.
Let's get an F.
Yeah, I think he's gone on holiday. Yeah,
he's on. Okay, he's not on holiday. Retract the F's. He's then on holiday. He's gone hibernating. He's not extinct. It's fine. We're good.
Oh, phew.
Too much paperwork. If it was extinct.
So Zivolf isn't here, but also my co-host and the director of TekTox as well, Redneck, isn't here. Redneck Alcatraz, yeah, he's not here because something to do with his physical health. I'm sure he'll be fine. We send our best thoughts to you, Redneck. We know you're probably lurking and watching, maybe.
Hold the F's in chat, maybe for Redneck if he dies.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed
he dies, so we can put the F's in chat.
No, fingers crossed he doesn't. Jesus. Imagine if he watches this back now, and it's just like, no, don't worry about it, Redneck, don't worry.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. Don't die, Redneck, we love you.
Press the button. I know it's not going to come through on Discord, but press the button.
Okay, I'll press it anyway.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke. There you go. Get a copyright free version of it. There you go.
I mean, copyright version is for legal reasons. That's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke. There you go. That's copyright.
Yeah.
If I sing it, it's fine.
Anyway, welcome to episode 6. This is the 6th episode of season 2. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be the halfway point yet, or whether we're going to do a few more and we're going to try and actually make it last the year. I hope it lasts the year. Maybe. Hold on. I just need to find the button. I need to find my button. Here we go. I hope it's last the year.
I don't have fancy buttons. I hope it lasts the year.
I don't have fancy buttons. Manual zoom.
I hope it lasts the year.
Oh, dear Lord. See, Redneck, this is what you've driven us to now. We haven't got you to keep us on track with things, and we're already messing up. God damn you, Redneck! Fancy buttons.
God damn you, why'd you have to die on us?
Just for clarification again, he's not dead yet.
And he's not going to die yet.
No, he's not going to die. He's probably lurking in chat. He's probably just chilling and doing whatever, and I hope he gets better soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode, we're talking about live streaming solutions, but technically because of one of them that we're going to talk about, bearing in mind, we're not actually sponsored by any of these companies, except Raid Shadow Legends.
Is that a streaming software now?
No. But yeah, no. Aside from one of them that we're going to talk about, most of them are specific to live streaming, whereas one of them that I'm going to discuss also goes into content creation in general, with things like just normal YouTube videos, like on-demand video content and things like that. But we'll touch on that very soon. But first off, before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, I'm going to try something different that we never normally do on TekTox, and that is... Jordan.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. It's been a bit of a hectic week. A lot of stuff and whatnot, but you know,
I was not gonna lie, I was a bit worried there. Like, we're gonna try something new. Oh, pleasantries. We never.
Yeah,
exchanged
pleasantries. We
on
never
stream,
exchanged.
We actually hate each other on this channel.
Yeah,
on
that's
this little
why
podcast.
no one's here this week.
Yeah, we just got sick of each other. Me and Costin are the only ones that can actually deal with each other for a couple of hours.
Yeah, everyone else has just had enough. They've just decided, fuck it. Nah, for all intents and purposes, we do get on. We're all good friends and everything. Well, friends. We're acquaintances that talk to each other once a fortnight.
Sometimes that's if we can all get together. If
Yeah.
the plans can actually work. Hence the starting screen. Everyone getting here is a bitch.
Yeah. And that is the wrong scene set. Oh shit.
Well done.
Shit! It's my stream stuff. Hold on. There we go. This is the scene we're on about.
Yeah, it's not just a shitty joke. It's true. Getting everyone here is a bitch.
Do you know what? I don't know why I went into live content creation, honestly, because I just end up messing things up when when I'm just trying to do this. I end up going to my own scenes.
Yeah, like you'd think you'd have some, actual experience, with how long you've been streaming, man. Come on.
Honestly, I've been streaming for so long, and
you can't even press one simple button.
Look, okay, I have many different. But look, I need to put my camera zoom buttons on the set that I've got for the TekTox stuff. Okay.
I'm gonna say what you need to do is separate it. Have your stream in one section.
I need 3 stream decks. That's what I need. I need 3 stream decks. One for stream. One for content creation on like Premiere Pro or something, and then one for the TekTox stream. Boom, done.
I mean, that's the more expensive option, but yeah, or you could just make different profiles on your one stream deck.
I mean, I could. I mean, I've got a ton of folders.
As you said to me when I got the XL one, it's like the buttons aren't needed because if you just set it up right, you have unlimited amount of buttons. You just put folders and folders and folders in profiles. So
yeah, and actually that is a very valid thing here because we're talking about live streaming solutions, and there is one there that Jordan's just mentioned that we were both just talking about.
Yeah, and
we I can't bring mine up too much because I'm actually bundled into a bunch of bye. Bye. I did not. Redneck, see what happens.
I don't think I can lift mine up enough. But this is as far as I can get up like it.
Redneck, see what happens when you leave us alone for 5 minutes.
Why is there a screw in? That was in my stream deck. Okay.
Oh.
That's not supposed to be there.
It's okay. We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I can't get it back in. We've all had that trouble.
We're 100% professionals.
There we go. Yeah. I could move my camera to show it, but my desk is a mess, so
I mean I could just unbundle the cables from together, I guess.
Well, all my cables are like they go through like the holes
this thing.
In my thing, so yeah, that's what mine looks like, just bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, that thing.
Because what's yours? I think yours is 32 keys? Jordan's going to actually sit there and count them.
8. It's 8 by 4, so work it out.
8 by 4, so yeah, 24. No. 24?
Do you want me to fucking count it? Are you that shit?
Yeah, sit there and count, bro. Sit there and count.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 89, 21, 22,
32. 32
keys. I'm counting 33, so I've obviously gone wrong somewhere. So yeah, 32.
And then this is the 15 key version. I know that because 5 times 3 is a lot easier than 8 times 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Stream Deck is a very valid option. Jordan, I'll let you quickly discuss and explain what the Stream Deck is, what it does, and why is it useful? How do you use it during your streams?
Well, the first thing we should just point out is a Stream Deck is a different thing depending where you're on the world. Like anywhere else in the world, a Stream Deck is something used for you streaming. But if you're in New Zealand, it's porn. A Stream Deck. You wanna get my Stream Deck out, baby?
No. God damn it!
No. So yeah, so a Stream Deck, as you saw when Costin showed his, it's got these little buttons, and there's when you plug it into your computer, you download the software. It has many different functions, so you can make it easier to like switch scenes, mute your mic. You can, as you saw.
While you're talking about that, I'm going to try and see if I can bring it up on the stream.
On the stream, yeah. You zoom your camera in. You can do text stuff, so you can press one button and it will do text for you. So I have that for like emotes. But if you had like say a raid command or like a hype command, you could do it so it puts in chat your hype message or your raid message or whatever. You could do it so it actually does actual commands, I'm sure, as well. So you could just press it and it would put in like say your shout out thing or whatever. You have ones that you can do. You can run an ad. You can automatically do a clip. It can do your view account. You can actually have it so you can set it up so it shows when certain people you want to see are live. And you press that button and it automatically brings up their stream onto your browser for you. You can control if you have all the Elgato products. Like I have Elgato lights for my green screen.
Oh, you finally got the Elgato key lights then?
Yeah, I finally got them. Yeah, so that I just press one button, boom, lights are on. Press it again, boom, lights are off. You can do it so it can control other stuff like Discord. I can mute myself on Discord, or I can deafen myself on Discord. You can set up like soundboards. Like you wouldn't have heard it, but when we were doing the whole legal reasons that's a joke thing, I was playing a sound clip from Congratulations by PewDiePie because it's a joke in my stream. You can bring up softwares. Like I have one button that brings up all of my software for streaming. I have one button that makes me go live. There's just so much you can do for streaming. Like, and basically, if you what you need for streaming, the Stream Deck can most likely do it. There's so much more that I haven't named that I just can't think of right now. That I'm sure if anything, what he wants to bring up, Costin will say. It can bring up like games. Blah,
if
blah.
He wants to bring it up, yeah.
Yeah, anything that you.
The thing
like
that I love the most is just the
remembered.
customizability. Like it's like because the LCD screens that you've got. You even if you buy the 15 key version, you've got effectively an unlimited amount of buttons. But also, as you can see from the thing that I don't know if Jordan can see it, but the thing that's going on just behind me at the minute on stream and whatnot, you can actually like have a background and then make your own key colors and stuff, and you've got integration with Spotify, etc. It's a really good and really useful tool. Yeah.
So like Spotify, I control that, and you can.
That's a pretty cool graphic, actually.
That is, yeah. So for like my scenes, I put my own. It's all boring and just basic.
I love how it goes. Yes, it is,
it.
But I've moved on, and I know there's a delay on the stream at least.
Yeah, so I saw it still because there was a delay. So it's boring. So obviously, all my scenes are just labeled what my streams are. My monitors are just labeled what my scenes are. But I could just call it. I could call it whatever I want. I could put a picture there of whatever I want. If I wanted to put my main scene as my face, if I wanted to put my BR bar screen as a toilet, I could. Whatever it's customized. It's really good. You can customize it near enough as much as you want to, or as little as you want to.
Yeah, and the good thing as well, the Stream Deck is available in. Hold on, let me just count this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 4 different versions. 5 if you want to include the mobile app. So you can actually buy the mobile app. I think it's only available on iOS at the minute. Let me just have a quick look.
I think it's only on iOS. I remember somebody talking about it.
No. That's the Epoch Cam. Sorry, Epoch Cam. That's something completely different. But the Stream Deck mobile app is actually available on the Google Play. You can try it for 30 days for free if you go to Elgato's website. Just a reminder, we are not sponsored, but you can actually turn your phone into like a Stream Deck, and you get 30 days free. It doesn't tell me how much it is.
And 20% off if you use code TekTox.
No.
Joking, we're not sponsored. Unless Elgato, you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, Elgato, come sponsor us. We use your products.
It's probably something like, I don't know, $7.99 a month, $5.99 a month in dollars. I don't know about in pounds, but
probably. It says get started for free, so you can buy the app for free.
Yeah, it probably tells you when you're downloading it, because it will do the bullshit thing where it'll be like, okay, now even though you're doing it for free, put in your credit card details, and then we'll automatically start charging you after the period is ended.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things. But you've got other different variants. You've got the Mini, which is 6 keys, which is actually fairly cheap. I don't know if you want to get it in US money, but it's £70 in the UK.
Pounds, $2. So what was that? £70.
We'll say 70 quid.
Okay, which is $89.88. So we'll say $90.
Yeah, so we'll say about
$90
for the Stream Deck Mini. You've also got the Stream Deck and Stream Deck Mark II. The Mark II has changeable faceplates on the front. So you know how mine and yours is black on the front panel around where the LCDs are. You can actually change that faceplate to whatever you want on the MK2.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cool. And it's got a built-in stand rather than the one that actually removes like on mine. And then obviously you've got the Stream Deck XL, which has 32 keys, not 33 like Jordan counted for some reason.
and how
Where
much
did you get the extra key from?
Oh, look, it took me 3 attempts to pass maths. Leave me alone.
But then you've also got the Stream Deck Mobile, and they've also unveiled something called the Stream Deck Pedal as well, which was unveiled not long ago.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that, yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's just like a little foot pedal you put underneath your desk, and you can press buttons with your feet.
If anyone here plays any racing games, just think of it like your pedals for racing.
But they're completely different because they're not like analog ones. They're completely
the
like just
like they're
switches.
there and you press it with your foot. That's just what I was going with. You just press it with your foot, like so you could do it so like you could change a scene with it. You could mute your mic. So if you have like toggle on, you could have it so only when you toggle the pad down that your mic will get picked up. So that's good for like if you want to speak to like say your stream, but you're in like something like a tournament, so you can't have like your mic permanently open. So then you're not disrupting the comms. It's really good.
It is. And another thing as well, while we're here as well, talking about stuff, and we're talking about Elgato as well. Elgato make all sorts of different pieces of software and hardware as well. So, for example, Jordan touched earlier on the Elgato key lights, which are basically just lights.
They're just lights that you connect to your computer via the internet, and then you can connect it to, like I said, if you have a Stream Deck, then you connect to this, so it's easier. But if not, you can just use the control panel software you download. So yeah, it's just fancy lights, basically. Instead of using
fancy
a Switch,
lights.
You use the internet.
Yeah, exactly. They've also got their green screen as well, which don't matter if you've got a piece of green carpet or something that you can just shove on the wall.
Yeah. Like
I don't know why I said carpet. I don't know why you're putting carpet on the fucking wall, but there we go. They also make capture cards as well, if I recall correctly. Me and Jordan both have the Elgato HD60 Pro.
I was going to say, like I recall, we both own a capture card by Elgato.
Yeah. Both of us. Do you have the HD60 Pro?
I think, yeah, it's the internal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say they do 2 different ones. They do an internal one, which you put into your PC, or an external one if you don't want to do that, or say you, I don't know, for some reason you put in a console into like a laptop or a computer that you can't, for some reason, fit an internal one in for like space or whatever.
So or maybe you just want something that's portable and you can use between multiple devices as well. Yeah, so you got a streaming rig at home that you use on your PC, and you got a laptop that you take out with you to, I don't know, events like PAX or something. Which, talking of which, it was PAX weekend as well, or it is PAX weekend rather.
Apparently,
I didn't know that because of Twitch. But yeah, so they've got the capture cards. They also have the cameras as well, which is actually also very interesting because I'm using their face cam.
Yeah, you're looking at Costin through one of their cameras.
I'll be absolutely honest. I am still astounded by the quality of this camera, especially coming over from the C920.
I mean, it's better than mine. Yeah.
I mean,
it's not crystal clear. Like,
for some reason,
but for some reason, it's good.
But for some reason, Discord is just being a bitch when it comes to trying to process the video.
Yeah,
so it doesn't work properly.
There is a bit of fuzziness in it, but that's Discord, not the camera.
Yeah, it's honestly, if I'll be absolutely honest, if you can ever come by one of my streams, twitch.tv/apocalyptic with an O. No, I'm just kidding. DJ Costin is me. If you go to my channel and you actually watch my streams when I go live, you'll actually get to see how nice this camera looks when I've got actual decent lighting and stuff, because I don't have the key lights, unlike Jordan.
Yeah,
because I'm a broke ass bitch who can't afford credit cards.
I didn't pay for it with a credit card or money, so I just got lucky.
You got lucky, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you should definitely come by and check out one of my streams, and I definitely think Jordan should probably look at getting a face cam next. Maybe that could be something that goes on the credit card.
Or if I could get it the same way that I got the lights, maybe. It's an off-stream topic. I'll talk to you about it, but yeah.
Yes, please do, because I'm intrigued now. He robbed a bank. That's the off thing, okay?
Shh, don't say. I said it's off-stream. I'll talk to you about it afterwards.
I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah, so that's the Elgato products. There are other companies that make stuff similar as well, like Ava Media. They make capture cards as well. They make some cameras and some. I think they make a similar interface to the Go XLR Mini and the Go XLR, which I have. I don't know. Do you have anything, or are you still on that USB mic? No, you're still on the USB mic.
I'm still on USB mic. You can literally see it. You know, this is a USB mic.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's red. It's big. It's bulky. It's girthy. It's got a red tip. You can see it.
Oh baby. But yeah, so so Ava Media is another company. Go XLR make obviously the XLR in audio interface. Just to touch on it, very quick. It's just basically takes your XLR microphone signal. So one of these microphones. Hold on. Got a cable here. It goes all the way down. You can't really see much because it's all hidden by the boom arm.
It's all nicely tucked away to make it all nice and pretty.
Yeah. But yeah, it goes into the back of an interface, and then basically it does all its funky magic on the mixer, and then it sends all the audio down USB to my computer, so I can use it for stream, use it for the live production stuff, for example, with TekTox that we're doing it now, and also through Discord as well. And also I've got live audio mixing as well, so I can hear stuff in my headphones, like when I'm talking and whatever. So it is really cool. I do love the Go XLR. It is my go-to, and I actually have advised many people to get a Go XLR if they can. Some people don't like it, and that's completely fair enough, because they think it's just a niche product that's just going to die within a few months of using it, and not die as in it's not going to be working, but the whole the novelty of it is going to die.
Going back to Elgato products, like another good competition that I see a lot of people compare between the Go XLR is like the Elgato Wavelink. Some people live by the Wavelink, some people live by the Go XLR, some people live by others.
Yeah, the Wave 3 and the Wave 1 microphones, they are really good for USB mics. I'm not even gonna lie, they are really good. But it all comes down to the Wavelink software. And the thing that I've always noticed with Elgato is they make good products, okay? They make good products. They don't make the best products,
they
because
make good
this
hardware.
camera, this camera, for example, is nothing in comparison to having a DSLR setup. It's not entering into that same space. They make good hardware. But hardware is only as good as the software, and they make fucking amazing. They make fucking amazing software. Look at the Wave 3. Look at the Wave XLR. They're both fundamentally the same devices. It's just one allows you to use a separate microphone. The other is a USB microphone, but it all goes through the Wavelink software. And because of how nice that Wavelink software is, and how much processing it does, and all that lot, it's fucking phenomenal.
I guess that's a what's the word? That's a opinion thing then, because if you've noticed, we contradict each other. You were like, their software's amazing, and at the same time, I went lacking, because I've heard a lot of people say that Elgato's software is shite. They make amazing hardware stuff, but their software is shite.
It depends on what products you're looking at. If you're looking at the capture cards, then yes, I agree. The hardware is better than the software for the capture cards. But if we're talking about for the microphone and for the camera, for example, without the software, and without the software being made as well as it is, the products would be shit. Like, we'll take the camera, for example. I have got all of my settings. I actually manually adjust mine. Because you'll notice I keep on nudging my brightness up and stuff, and I try and make things look a bit better, because obviously lights are changing outside. But do you want to know something funny?
Go on.
Okay. You see how actually nice this is. Like, it's actually well mapped. The tones are nice. The wall's actually quite nicely balanced and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready to see what it looks like when I leave it to automatic settings, which is what it would look like if the software wasn't installed?
Let's see it, baby. Wow. Yeah, this is why software is very important, guys.
Software is super important.
When you buy hardware, if it has a software for it, download it.
Because 9 times out of 10, it can make it so much better. Like I was just saying, the face cam, it defaults to automatic settings, and as you can tell, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Like, that looks like a shitty camera if you didn't have the software to help
I'm not gonna lie, it looks like, I'm not being funny, it looks like your C920 is trying to do something to try and make it look brighter.
What it looks like is like you're on like an old VHS system. That's what it looks like.
But that's the importance of software. Like, software it's amazing. It's amazing what you can do with software. And it's just a shame that Discord decides it wants to lag out now, because I'm looking at my camera and I'm moving around and it looks like I'm getting like 10 FPS. Jesus.
You gotta love Discord.
But yeah, it's Elgato, they make brilliant software, and their hardware is good. It's not great.
I mean, in my opinion,
well, sorry, it's fine. Great. It's not amazing. It's not the best, because I'll be absolutely honest, Ava Media's capture cards can be considered better, especially with their dual link capture card. I mean, I'm not being funny, being able to have 2 devices plugged into it at once and be able to switch to whichever output you want and blah 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 on one capture card. They don't have that with Elgato. So Elgato, if you're listening, please make that product. We need it.
I was going to say, but I'm sure they'll do that in the future. That seems like a pretty simple thing to do. Just put.
They made
into it.
So they made the Elgato, fucking hell, what was it called again? The Camlink Pro. They made the Camlink Pro, and basically it's like a capture card, but it doesn't have, like, you know, HDMI pass-through, which is what a standard capture card needs. Because if you've got your Xbox, you've only got one HDMI cable that's coming from the Xbox. You need to be able to pass that signal through to a monitor or a TV so that you can actually see your gameplay, like, in real time. Because otherwise, you get processing delay on the computer on that side, and then you end up with not being able to. So if you play competitive games, like, I don't know, say you play PUBG or Apex or something on the Xbox,
playing games that you need like immediate input, like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Bloodborne. I don't know if you could. The actual examples are not your shitty examples of playing PUBG and that on an Xbox.
No. I'm using those as prime examples because people do play those games competitively on the console. Like even Overwatch, people play.
That's what I thought you was laughing at.
No, I was doing it because who the fuck games on a console properly? Peasants.
Oh, there you go. That's what I was getting at. But they're like, no, that's what I agree with. Like, I've played on a capture card myself, so I know about that delay you can get, and games where you need immediate input response.
I think the other thing as well is if you're doing story games.
Yeah, like it didn't affect me so much because I was playing a story game, but it was like, you know, The Last of Us 2, where it's not like I need to put this input in immediately, otherwise I'm going to die. Like,
yeah, but some games will
other
say
games that are less forgiving.
We'll say I think Resident Evil 7 was one of the games that I played on the PlayStation 4, and I remember playing it, and I borrowed George's PlayStation because I was going to do a stream of it, and I had it plugged into my PC, and I was doing a pre-test and everything, and there was one thing, and you've got a time-limited challenge. And the problem is, because of the delay and everything, you're sat there and you move it, but sometimes you can move it just too much because of that input delay and the delay through that. So you need that pass-through for it.
Quick time events and stuff like that.
Yeah. But aside from that, it can be good, it can be bad. It's highly dependent on the use case, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so moving on, we'll move on away from that anyway, because that's more hardware sort of side and that sort of stuff that, you know, if you're streaming or you're looking into getting into streaming, there's stuff that we definitely needed to touch on, you know, because, I mean, Jordan, if you had the knowledge of all of this software, all of the hardware rather, like the Elgato Facecam, the Go XLR and everything, you'd have made more wise purchases to start with, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I've got this feeling like, yeah, sure, you start off with what you've got, okay? A headset mic, it'll do you fine. A shitty laptop webcam if you're streaming off of a laptop, that's fine too. Or a cheap webcam if you can pick one up. It's more than good enough. But if you start going into more professional streaming like me and Jordan, I think Jordan, if he had the knowledge and stuff a lot earlier, I already knew what you were going. What?
Calling either of our streams professional.
Hey, mine's professional-ish.
Yeah, how would you get away with calling mine professional?
Because you still got a more professional setup than anybody else who streams.
I wouldn't. Okay, change that. Than anyone who's you're saying my setup is more professional than anybody on Twitch, YouTube,
Not
Facebook.
Anybody. I mean most people.
That's how it sounded. Anybody.
Most people. Then
I know what you mean. It's for like the channel, the size my channel is. I've quite a professional setup.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're quite a professional streamer for your size.
Yeah.
But you know, I know for a fact if you had the knowledge of things like the Go XLR and XLR mics and things like that, if you had that knowledge, I think you definitely would have skipped on that little glowy red dildo that you've got sat in front of you right now.
That we both did. We both bought this mic. Don't forget that.
To be fair, I had to replace mine because my headset mic actually broke on my older headset, so I actually had to buy a mic in the meantime, and I didn't have the money for an XLR setup.
And I wanted to.
But if I had the money for an XLR setup,
mic to an actual mic for a long time, so you just recommended this one, so that's why I went with it.
Yeah, because I was just like, depends. What can you afford? Oh, you can only afford about 100, about 150. Yeah, get this USB mic.
It does the job. It's fine.
I mean, just remember what I said. My audio setup, including the cables, the mic, the Go XLR Mini, it cost me in about 350 quid in the end.
Yeah.
So it's not cheap to go down the route of, professional quality equipment.
Exactly. That's also another thing to bring up. Like we're saying about like the whole, if we had the knowledge earlier on, we would have skipped the whole shitty stuff. But don't. It's not always a good thing.
Do what you can afford.
To skip. Yeah, don't, because streaming doesn't. Don't go in into streaming with the idea that you're going to, it's going to work and you're going to get famous and you're going to make it into a job, because unfortunately, not a lot. It's a small industry for the aspect of like making it a job. There's so much competition out there. And that's the thing you have to go in. Like, go in with what you can afford, what you have, and go in there with the just the mindset of having fun, make it a hobby. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, then you've not wasted money, and you're not going to be full of disappointment.
And before someone leaves an angry comment on YouTube or anywhere else and going, but why did you spend £350 on a mic setup when you're only a small streamer? Because I went and did an active content creation job for a company, and they paid me 350 quid for the day of doing that job. So what did I do? I spent that money to improve my content creator abilities. I bought myself professional equipment because it means now I've got the ability to do things more professionally and do better jobs, meaning I can earn more money in the future.
Exactly.
I may only be a small-time content creator. I may not know what I'm doing half of the time, but by heck, I can do it.
Yeah. How long am I going to say like this for?
Anyway, right. Let's talk about software now. Good old software. No, I was looking at OBS, which is the next piece of software we're going to talk about actually. And it was telling me that for some reason we were dropping frames on the stream, so I was like, oh shit!
Yay!
But it looks fine over on YouTube, and I can't even say much for what it looks like on Twitch. But it's the YouTube one that counts for me.
I've got the Twitch up permanently. I do have YouTube up as well, but I've got the Twitch one up, on the actual my screen open right now. It looks fine.
I'll be honest, the YouTube one's more important for me because that's the one I download to get the Spotify stuff. I should really record it, but
you should.
I can't be arsed.
It's just literally one button. You just set it up so it records and streams at the same time.
But then that means I've actually got to do additional editing on my side. Which I can't be arsed.
Do your job.
I know, right? I'm just trying to simplify things. This is one of the reasons why we just live stream a lot of it now, because it means I can just upload the Final Cut to YouTube. I could download it, send it out as an MP3, upload it to RSS, and get it out to Spotify and everything,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just trying to simplify
makes
it
it
to
easier.
simplify it. You know, it's not a case of I can't be asked to do it. It's more of a case of I'm so fucking busy that I haven't got the time to do it half the time. Because like Jordan knows how busy Jordan knows how busy his life gets.
Yeah.
His life gets so busy he doesn't even stream half the time.
Yeah. Yeah, if any kids are watching, don't stay as a kid. Don't adult.
Yeah, don't adult.
Trust me. You think it's going to be good because you're an adult and you can do whatever you want. No. Adult. Yeah. You may have the ability to do whatever you want, but you won't have the time or the money.
So software. Let's talk a few bits and pieces of software. Let's start off with the really, really bad elephant in the room that I don't really want to talk about because I absolutely hate their fucking version of it.
Streamlabs.
It used to be called Streamlabs OBS until they got basically ripped on fucking YouTube. On YouTube, well, not just YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, everywhere.
Twitter wasn't the main place.
Twitter, yeah, it was Twitter, the main place, but they got ripped everywhere because OBS turned around and told them that they were allowed to use the code, they were allowed to use the backbone to create Streamlabs OBS, but they weren't allowed to use OBS in the name.
And yet they did.
So I love how I'm turning around and saying that though, as if it's completely separate. It's effectively the same thing as OBS Studio. OBS Studio is actually what I use. You use it, or do you still use Slobs?
I still use Slobs. I explained this to you. I tried to move over to StreamElements, but it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't. My importing over, it would not.
We'll fix it one day. We'll fix it one day.
I don't know why. I tried because as much as I in one sense don't really care about what's happening because it doesn't really affect me. But and then there's also the aspect of like, yeah, they're shitty for what they did. I do agree with that. So with the opportunity to move, I would move. Yeah, I tried. It would not work. So for now, I am still using Slobs.
Yeah. But here you go. Explain OBS for the lovely viewers while I go sort out my light because it is getting a little dark. Explain what it is.
Well, it's a streaming software. Back to you, Cos. So, well, it's a software that you use basically to just stream whatever you want the people that are watching your channel to see from your computer. So I'm just bringing it up right now just to give me a bit more easier of a reference. But so you've got your little window. You can bring it up so you can again. This is a bit customizable, so you can bring your chat up, your activity feed, your stats, your blah blah blah. And basically, this is how you control your stream. So you create your scenes. So you can put like your game on there, your monitors, and you can have certain stuff like your alerts. You can have pictures, you can have animations, videos, certain software like I use like me Costin. I don't think he uses it much anymore, but stream avatars. You can have different stuff like to do with like your music. Again, if you can think to do it and you know how to do it, you can do it. But yeah, and then you can do different scenes for like I have my main scenes are starting for like when I start stream, my main for when I am live, BRB if I need to go to the toilet, take a wank, whatever. And then when I'm to say that I'm ending. And Costin will probably, I don't know if he'll show his.
There you go.
So I
can't show mine because otherwise they'll see how everything's set up for they'll see the preview window as well.
Will it mess us up if I share my screen on Discord?
Don't worry about it. I'm sharing a thing of it on the stream as best as I can.
Okay. Well, so then basically you just you connect this software up to the platform that you stream on, so Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I don't know, DLive, Snapchat, Pornhub, whatever, wherever you're planning to stream.
Okay, you should be able to see it on stream now. If you look.
So that's just it. So you got you got your scenes, you got your sources. So your sources are what you're putting onto that scene. So that's the sources are what the people are going to see. And then you've got your audio stuff in the middle, the mixers. So that will be your desktop audio. That will be your mic audio. That will be like any alerts, any other audio that you have playing, whether it be like a video or anything else. You've seen transitions, so if you want to transition, if you want to have a fancy like little thing that and a little animation that happens for when you change from.
Shall
one
I do a really
other.
Bad cut to my stream to my stream settings a second, so I can show them what you mean by that?
Go ahead, yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, this is not self promo, by the way, guys. I promise. I promise so hard.
Where's guys?
Look, see how that just sort of like has a thing on it.
There you go. So yeah, he has his little animation. So he changes in scene. I have one GG1. So like you have some G's that will come from both ends of the screen, and it will like overtake the screen with like.
I need to remake that at some point.
And then
so
they'll
it's
fade
smaller
back
in
out,
size because that one's like 1.5 gig. I realized the other day when I was going, it's like 1.5 gig in size. That was like, I really need to remaster that so it goes smaller.
Smaller. And yeah, so that's best. But then you just have your controls at the side, so that will be your settings. You start and stream. If you want to record, as I mentioned a bit ago, you can go into studio mode, so you can change stuff on the fly while you are streaming, and people can't see it until you get out of that.
The other cool thing I like about OBS as well is let me just switch to our camera scene. Is it has the ability to add plugins.
Yes, plugins.
Which is something that I absolutely like. So I'm just going to bring up one as a prime example. You'll see it just pop up on the stream for a moment here. It's called Spectralizer. This is a plugin. It's because OBS is community led. They can make all sorts of stuff. So you'll see how there's little bars along the bottom of the screen, and I can if I just go over to the desktop source, you'll see that property windows come up, and I can make edits and all that lot. And it's almost as if it's native and built into OBS, even though the community's built it. But I can do this, select the mic source, and there you go. The waveform thing has come up, and that's because that's something that the community's made, and that's the beauty of plugins, and that's one of the reasons why I love like open source software.
Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't obviously use the plugin, but I was saying about when it comes to like your music. Like I have it for my desktop audio for like my starting scene. So like when my music's playing, that you have that little wave that comes up to just a little thing that I like for my music. Just makes my stream just a little bit more interesting, in my opinion. Some people might not like it, some people might not care, but it's my stream and I'll do what I want with it. Yeah,
and I like, for example, I use it on my DJ scene for whenever anybody wants to redeem that fucking button that costs like 100,000, but you know. But yeah, it's you know, there's all sorts of stuff. It's like another thing on my stream as well is you also get plugins for things like scene transitions. I can actually do one here, actually. Let me just move it to this and just change the times. So I've just activated one of the plugins. It's called Move, and if I actually activate it, I can do things like this. Where if Jordan's actually watching the stream, he'll see what it's done.
I'm just waiting for the delay to catch up. Oh, it kind of changed. So we went small, and then your desktop became big.
So it's a lot more advanced to just having like a transition, a stinger, a screen, or whether just like what we've got at the minute, where it's just fade, or just cut if you're doing like professional stuff and whatever, where you got multi-camera set up. But we're not talking about that. You can do a lot. And OBS is definitely one of those better pieces of software for that, I think.
Definitely, yeah.
Other options as well, aside from OBS, is a software called XSplit. If you don't know what XSplit is, I'm sure you can Google it. But it's basically the same thing as OBS. It's just a little bit more resource intensive because it's more for professional broadcasting more than OBS, where it's community led. And it isn't for free. Again, like I say, it is more for professional broadcasting more than what OBS is, which is more sort of like hobbyist and enthusiast, I guess. But XSplit is more designed for things like if I don't know, if for example you decided to go and watch an Overwatch League. An Overwatch League? Yes, and it is Overwatch. I don't know why. Yeah. My mind was saying Aftercharge as well in my mind, so I was going, is it Overcharge? Is it Afterwatch?
Aftercharge, Overwatch.
But yeah, no. Like you know, the Afterwatch League. Fuck me. The Overwatch League. Yeah. They'll probably have custom software anyway, but if you've got like a budget thing, like for example, the Microsoft NYC studio in New York, hey, I'm walking here. No, that was no. We don't do that. We're not allowed to do that.
What you talking about?
Hey, fuck's sake. But yeah, it's like things like that will be done probably in XSplit because it's more for it's got more tools and it's got more things available to it. It's just a lot of it is more built into the software, and it highly relies on more like external hardware than it does software, really. So XSplit is a good alternative. You've also got things like Twitch Studio as well, which is one that Twitch made specifically to stream on Twitch. You've got online sources as well, like Lightstream. And I also we actually use it for the multi-chat as well. So if you're watching on YouTube and you see the live chat there, you'll notice that anything from the Twitch chat gets relayed to YouTube, anything from YouTube chat gets relayed to Twitch, so that everybody can all talk with each other. It's pretty cool. But that's through a service called Restream, and you can actually stream directly off of that as well. So there are many different alternatives in terms of streaming software.
Yeah, there's loads. Like most of them, as far as I'm aware, are free, except for like XSplit. But again, as you said, it's because it's more professional. If you want a more professional route, then XSplit is the one. If you want
a more professional route, spend the money.
Spend money. But if you're just starting off, any that you just have a look around, see which ones do differently. This one, like their layouts, the way they do stuff, what options they have for plugins or different softwares or whatever works for you. Listen, there's many different options, as we said, like Streamlabs, OBS, StreamElements, Restream, blah blah blah. There's loads.
Yeah, exactly. And then branching off of that, we're gonna take a quick talk into online services. Seeing as I spoke about Lightstream and things like that. You may have heard of a service called Streamlabs. We mentioned it earlier. They make like alerts and things like that, and cool little doohickeys for your stream. Jordan knows very much about it because he uses it on his stream still at the minute, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, because for some reason StreamElements won't work for me.
We'll try and sort
StreamElements.
You do realize you could message McGann.
Probably,
if you're having major issues, because McGann works for StreamElements.
He does, I do know this, yeah.
Jesus Christ, the flashbang's gone off, boys.
I can't see, there you go.
But yeah, so you've got Streamlabs, etc. A lot of people stick by Streamlabs. It has been in the scene for a long time.
Yeah, like by what I've seen, it's like it's the.
Why is their website light mode? What happened to it being dark mode?
Yeah, that's why you saw it. Once you log in, it goes dark mode. That's the flashbang that you saw there. For some reason, it's the login screen. But yeah, so as far as what I've seen, they're like the OG one, the one that's been around one of the longest. It's like the biggest one. Like they have like so many things you can do. Like as Costin said, you can put all your alerts through it, your widgets. You can get themes off it. You can either get free ones. You can kind of make your own in it, or you can buy your own ones. They have their own like sort of like bot, like cloud bot. You can do charity stuff through it. They have their own multi-stream mob crush. Is it?
Mob Crush. Yeah,
Mob Crush.
They have a merch store, clip editor, bio link tool, an intro maker. You can even make YouTube thumbnails through it now as well, which is pretty cool.
They basically have thought of just about anything to do with creating content, whether it be streaming or making YouTube videos or any form of TikTok videos, Snapchat. I don't know is there such thing as Snapchat video, Instagram people.
Yeah, Instagram.
I don't know. If you make content online that has to do with some form of like video editing or video creation, Streamlabs has thought of it.
Yeah, Streamlabs is a good one to start with if you have no idea what you're doing. But now we're going to get on to the one that I actually care about so much because, well, number one, I prefer them over Streamlabs. Because they're just, in my opinion, it's just way nicer, way better, and their emails are just nicer to view.
And they don't steal people's names.
Also, if you go to StreamElements.com, if I recall correctly, their website defaults into dark mode.
Unlike StreamElements, which you have to log into first. Then it turns into dark mode.
But StreamElements is, again, it's very similar. Well, I say very similar. It's pretty much the exact same as Streamlabs. It's just a different version of that service. Supports Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Gaming, and Trovo, with more such as Glimish coming at some point as well. If you don't know what Glimish is, etc., fucking hell, Jordan, are you all right there?
Yeah, it's getting flashbanged again.
But yeah, if you have no idea what to use, I highly suggest checking out StreamElements. They're fairly new on the scene in comparison with a few others. They have a chatbot. One of the other things I actually love about it, and one thing that we're actually considering for our stream team, if it'll load as well, is you've got an option for StreamElements sponsorships, which is pretty cool. And you can go, you can start with sponsorships. Right now, they have one for Raid Shadow Legends. And basically, they're working with companies all the time to try and get like sponsorship deals for smaller streamers as well. It's not necessarily just for the bigger streamers; it's also for smaller ones. Partnerships are more for those larger ones, like the Fortnite Creator Program, the Doritos Creator Challenge, etc.
And Scavengers, yeah.
But SE sponsorships are the ones that are more sort of geared towards the smaller streamers.
No, I don't have the option for SE sponsorships. I've got SE merch and SE pay.
Just make sure you are logged in through the Twitch one and not through YouTube.
Logged in Twitch.
In that case, I will have a word with Megan later. But also that you've got access for a chat bot as well, stream loyalty, so you can run giveaways and have a stream store as well, so people can buy things using their points. It's pretty cool. StreamElements also has a different kind of payment system called SE Pay, and it's actually the lowest fees that you pay anywhere when you get a donation. We'll take a prime example. If I go and get what was it? What was it I had off McGann? Let me have a look. McGann donated £27.95 to me one time. And basically, if I went through PayPal, I would have been able to have only drawn out like £26 something. If it went through Streamlabs, it would have had about the same because they use PayPal. But if you use StreamElements Pay or SE Pay, I got £27.45 out of that £27.95. They took 50p.
50p. That's not bad. Not bad.
50p in fees. That was it. Off of that. I don't know what that works out percentage wise, but that you still got to admit that's pretty impressive. What are the fees? StreamElements commits to providing the lowest fees in the industry. All fees are available here. Let's have a quick gander. For debit and credit card, it's 2.8%.
It's 2.8% everywhere except for PaySafe cards, which is then 18%.
But they take longer to process, which is why they're a lot higher. But to be fair, most likely you're going to be using debit, credit cards, or Klarna.
Yeah, which
I don't know why you're going to use Klarna anyway. Because do you want to know the funny thing about that?
What?
Klarna is pay 3, so it's basically credit. If you're donating to someone using SE Pay, why are you going to try and donate to someone using credit? I'm going to donate you £100 of my money, and I'm going to pay it back with interest. I love that idea. I genuinely love that idea. But yeah, you've got a load of things like you've got something called an overlay gallery as well, which is pretty cool. You can create new overlays, blah blah blah. And you can create everything all online, and you just import it as a browser source into OBS. So your computer doesn't need to do any of the rendering work. It doesn't have to, if you've got video backgrounds or anything like that, StreamElements will deal with those overlays. Like, you don't need to worry about your computer not having enough computing power to render out those animations as well as your gameplay and trying to render it out to go onto YouTube or Twitch or whatever. Like, StreamElements is fucking awesome. Somebody fucking clip that and send that to Megan. Jesus. I think Megan's definitely gonna love that.
Definitely.
But moving on from StreamElements, we're going to take a short break for a moment, and we're going to talk about this week's sponsor, not sponsors. Because why not? Georgino, what is your sponsor, not sponsor this week, good sir?
My sponsor, not sponsor, is the limited edition. You probably can't get any more, but I don't know, because they only said they was going to do it for one day, but it was up for longer, because that's how I was able to get it.
You got
top
it.
Top of the morning, it's coffee soap.
Is it any good? Have you used it yet?
I've not used it, but it does smell of coffee.
Oh, nice.
But don't, kids, if you do get this, don't eat it. As it says in the back, do not ingest. It's literally soap.
It's literally soap.
It's literally soap. It says it even on the back. I had to make a video about it to tell people, don't be idiots, don't eat this. Don't put it in your coffee.
I remember seeing that. It was actually funny. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely thought it was an April Fool's. Him turning around and saying it because of the video that he put up on his channel on April Fool's, and I was like, "This has got to be an April Fool's." Went and had a look. No, people are actually buying it.
No, I'm one of them.
My sponsor, not sponsor this week, is a Minecraft skeleton.
Provided by
Gabs.
Wow.
No, provided by from this guy, Jordino. He bought me when he went to America.
I mean,
I nearly said Australia.
You could find a long loophole to be like, it is technically because of Gabs, because if it wasn't for me dating her, going to see her, I wouldn't have bought it to give to you. So
I need more. I've told Gab she needs to buy me a mold just so I can get all the characters just lined up across my desk.
Go on Amazon, I can guarantee. Or if you go to fucking hottopic.com, they probably ship to the
fucking
UK.
Probably. They're a fucking massive company.
Exactly.
But yeah. So, where were we?
We finished with StreamElements, and you said we're taking a break for sponsor, not sponsor.
Well, we've taken that break now. They don't, unfortunately. Thanks, Gabs. See, I told you. I told you she wouldn't just look. I told you she wouldn't just look.
We just had to do the right thing to bring her out, and yeah, that was it.
Hi, Gabs.
Hi, Gabs.
But yeah, no. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's return. So, continuing from online stuff. I'm gonna do a slightly fuck you both. No, fuck you. I love you. Why did I just press that button? I just pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Fuck.
What did he press?
I'm so
what did he do?
Professional.
What did he do? Nothing's changing.
I accidentally tabbed into the wrong Twitch Discord window. It's fine. But yeah, so
I like how Twitch auto puts me in fucking 480p when I can do 1080p. Thank you, Twitch.
It's honestly, it's always good. Let me try and see if I can get my guy here.
YouTube is also defaulted to 720p, even though I can do 1080p. Fuck you, YouTube. Thank you. There you go. Manually do it.
But yeah, so I'm gonna try and see if I can get my guy here first, because if I can get my guy here first, he can actually help me with the Mercury stuff.
You get McGann in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get McGann in. Not to talk on the podcast.
In chat.
Yeah, I'm on about just in chat. But while I just wait to see if I can get him in, so we spoken about Streamlabs, StreamElements. There's also some other cool stuff as well. There's one called Rainmaker, I think it's called. Let me have a look. I think it's rainmaker.gg. Yeah, rainmaker.gg. They're also a cool one. They connect you with brands and publishers, browse opportunities from companies looking to work with new broadcasters. Streamlined applications make it a snap to get connected. They also do a cloud bot, a chat bot, cloud-based overlays, tipping, creator websites, and stuff like that as well. They're actually another new one as well, which is actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. There's quite a few good ones. I really do want to see if my guy turns up, because if he turns up, it'd be even easier to talk about the next part.
I like how you keep calling him my guy, even though we've said who he is.
The guy.
My secret guy.
The guy.
My guy who talks to the guy who contacts the guy who can get me the good stuff.
Yeah, he's got to get us the good stuff, you know. To be fair, okay. I can't say a lot of things. But you know the new hats that went live on StreamElements. I don't know if you saw it go on Twitter. But basically, they've started doing embroidered hats and stuff, and I actually found that out from McGann like at least 2 weeks before.
I'm following StreamElements on Twitter. Oh, it's not why Twitter, it's just Twitter.
Yeah, why Twitter?
Yourtwitter.com.
Why Twitter? No, it's just why Twitter?
Why Twitter? Why Twitter? Tell us why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake.
I am not following StreamElements. No, I am.
Hey, that's a good boy. Good boy.
There you go, StreamElements, you're welcome. I am your 1,686 follower. Do I
Yay.
get anything for it? No, that's
Um,
following. Okay, no, I'm not. You've got 69, nice, 0.2k followers.
Nice.
I was going to say, that's pretty low for StreamElements.
I mean, not really. Because most people still prefer
I thought it was the following. So only 1,686 followers, if that was the follower count. That's still pretty low. But no, 69.2k.
Can we not sit here? Are we turning TekTox now into let's discuss people's follower counts?
Yeah, how much?
Let's talk about Gabs. Gabs only has 3. That's poor for someone who's been around more than 3 people.
Let's compare. Let's see which one is the better one. We'll do it only by followers.
Oh god, no! Let's not. Let's not. We're trying to remain impartial, but slightly partial to StreamElements.
Streamlabs. Let's see. Streamlabs has 371.8k followers, so Streamlabs is better. We're finished. Goodbye, everybody.
What was that? StreamElements is better. Got it. Perfect.
Yeah, no, Streamlabs is better.
No, StreamElements. I'm totally not partial to StreamElements. What are you talking about? I don't know if he'll prop up at some point, but I better start talking about it before he does.
So yeah, hats. You're talking about the hats.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There's the hats.
So the new hats came in on the merch store and stuff, and McGann knew about them, and he was testing them on his store. And he sent me a sneaky little screenshot, and he was like, "Hey, look at this cool stuff." And he was gearing me, and I was like, "I could probably do something like that. Who knows?" But to be fair, it was he doesn't share a lot with me, unfortunately. I get told some stuff at which I'm not at liberty to say,
because he would get fired.
Well, not just that. It's more of a case of it's stuff that could potentially happen, but could not, and we don't want to get people's hopes up. But yeah, anyway, moving over to StreamElements Mercury, because, like I said earlier on, there was an element that I wanted to discuss where it wasn't just live streaming; it was more on the content creation side and YouTube videos, like what we do with TekTox. Although we do both. StreamElements Mercury is it's actually pretty fucking cool. We actually use it for the TekTox podcast videos over on the YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, mercury.streamelements.com. I can pop that link in the chat actually.
Go ahead. I was just about to bring it up to be like, I've heard of this, but I don't know what you're talking about.
I've actually discussed it on my stream a few times.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It sounds familiar. StreamElements Mercury. Yeah. I do know about it.
But yeah, StreamElements Mercury. It's pretty cool. It's like a dashboard / toolkit for content creators. So if I don't, you'll be able to see it on the stream in a moment. But you get you get things like your views, engagement, watch time, and stuff like that, members, tips, etc. If you've got all that active. Now, the one cool thing that I like that we actually use on the TekTox channel. Is templates and being able to have dynamic descriptions, and I think they might be working on video titles. I'm not too sure. I know there's a few things that they're working on. There's dynamic thumbnails that they're working on. There's dynamic banners. Dynamic banners, I think, is another cool one. That one should be done soon to everyone. I know they're currently rolling it out to much larger streamers at the moment. But it's all pretty cool. So we'll take our last video, so the video game sequels one as a prime example here. So basically, I just write what changes on every episode. So we had a bit of a different format, producer being out sick, blah blah blah, and then we have a cast, and I literally can just drag these elements in, so I don't have to type out Jordan's link every time. I don't have to write out Redneck's or Wolf's links every time. I can just come over to templates, drag and drop a template in from here.
I do like that.
And then I've got also the default that's got all the links like the Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that here. Now, the other thing I love is obviously you've got the preview so I can see what it's like, how the links work. But you can't see because of when I've positioned our fucking faces. Hold on, let me just move us up here. You'll see here where it says our newest subscriber and subscriber goals. Those are dynamic and those update every so often. And it's actually really cool. So if we get a new subscriber on our Twitch channel, it will actually update that there. So it will say our newest subscriber, and then it will say our latest subscriber. As long as they're public, I must add as well. It doesn't work if your subscriptions are private. But also subscriber goal as well. Like, that is a dynamic bar that changes as well, depending on how many subscribers are going with the subscriber goal as well. And it's pretty cool. But the other thing I like is if I go into templates, because I actually need to make a change, so I'll do this live now. You go to, so I'll make an edit on the TekTox default template. We've got check out our website, donate to the podcast, blah, blah, blah. Now, we don't need the donate link. I can delete it here, save the template, and look at this. Saving template will apply the change to 17 other videos that use this template. Are you sure about this? It means if Jordan was to change his username on Twitch, or YouTube, or whatever, he changed his main platform, I can go and change it on the template for him, and it'll update on every single one of the videos. I don't need to worry about outdated links because I can just update it with one click. Done.
That is cool. That is pretty cool.
There's also a shout out studio as well, which is pretty cool. You can create a shout out. So you can create this little sort of like video that says thank you to my subscribers. That one's from last video, but you can click all. You can get like the last so many subscribers on the channel. Obviously, I'm using the TekTox one to demonstrate. So you can get like a little banner that comes up across the bottom. You can change the design as well, so you can have a left side banner. Let me just move our faces back down here. So, you know, you can have this side banner that pops in here with like all of these names. You can have a right side banner as well. You can change the message and text, change what it does. So you can actually also connect it to your Discord and shout out your like your latest Discord members as well since your last YouTube video. It's actually it's really, really cool. Actually, I do love it. You've also got tipping settings as well, so you can connect it to PayPal and use Mercury as a tipping thing. So it'll automatically put like your tipping link in all of your video descriptions as well. And you can connect it with, like I say, with Discord, so that you can track goals and latest members for the Discord. The same for Patreon subscribers as well, because that's another one as well. Like, you can get like dynamic Patreon goals as well that works well. And I know a lot of YouTubers actually have started relying on Patreon money nowadays, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they're having to rely on it, but it's still pretty cool that that integration is there. And then obviously they're looking at adding integration for Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok soon as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I personally think it's absolutely phenomenal. And like I say, they've got some new stuff coming as well. They've got dynamic banners. I'll try and see if I can actually find a screenshot. Mercury dynamic banners, if I can spell banner. Well, I can bring up their webpage that has the information on it. So basically, you'll get a banner and it'll be like a goal bar, and it'll be like, we're at 1.48 million subscribers. Let's hit 2 million, and like it'll update, and it will actually update with like how many subscribers they've got and stuff as well, which is pretty cool. And it'll automatically update that banner at the top of the screen. They've made some for Creekcraft, Ant Venom, Roddy Bros, Painful. They've done quite a few already. At the moment, it's only in early access. They're only doing custom ones for certain people, but eventually you'll be able to make your own, which is going to be great. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've been told that might be coming soon that I can share. Without obviously without giving away too much. Let me have a look. Do you want to just say what you think on this? Because while I just have a look.
Well, I think that all that specific customization, like you can, let's say, as you said with the and showed with the changing of the templates, like the fact that you can just easily do that, and then it goes to all of the videos. Like, that's really good. I've not seen anything else do that. Like, example, like doing like YouTube videos. I've done a couple of YouTube videos, and like all the bios or descriptions, whatever you want to call them. Like, if you want to change anything, then you have to obviously go and do it manually. And then that banner thing, that looks fucking dope as fuck. I can't wait till that comes out fully. There's their idea on the whole customization and how it integrates and how easy it is to change, like not just one thing but all of it to make that just an easy thing to do. Like that's really good.
Unfortunately, it is only specifically for YouTube. When I was speaking to my guy, he was saying that there might be potentiality that they look into other routes a lot further down the road, but their main priority right now is YouTube, and that's all they're going to be looking into right now. Because I did turn around and say, how about, because I gave him a suggestion. I've actually given him a few suggestions actually over the time, and one of them was, well, why don't you do things like custom banners that go onto Twitter, so that automatically updates with your YouTube stuff? Because that might work for like bigger YouTubers who want to have it on their Twitter profile as well. So it's like, we're at 148 subscribers, subscribe/name, blah, 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 and actually have a dynamic banner like that. But when I suggested it over to Megan, he was like, but the content really is, we're looking at doing it for YouTube, not looking at branching out just yet. And that's completely fair. I'll be absolutely honest with you. It is completely fair.
Yeah.
You know, focus on what's working.
Yeah, don't try and do too much at once. Like if you've got an idea
Streamlabs.
and it works, and you've got an idea that works, like stick with it, like and progress it. Keep improving it, and people will get interested in it. Where if you try and do too much at once and it doesn't work, people are just gonna not be interested at all, and you're just gonna lose all your followership of it.
I was just having a look and seeing what I've been told that was coming live. Blah blah blah. Dynamic thumbnails did actually go live apparently. Which is back in November. Basically, just like the banners, but they're just actually for specifically for the thumbnails.
Oh,
they've also got integrations for Team Trees and Team Cs as well. I forgot to say that as well.
Do feel free to explain what that is to anyone who doesn't know. I don't know.
What?
The team trees in that.
What do you want to know?
Explain more about what that is.
I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Team Trees and Team Trees was just a thing Mr. Beast did with a few YouTube content creators. Team C's was Christmas just gone, and then Team Trees was like a couple of years ago or something.
No, okay.
So with Team Trees, it was like for every $1 that was donated, they plant a tree.
Oh, Team Trees is in a tree. Okay,
yeah.
I was like, okay,
and then Team C's was for every
tree.
And then Team C's was basically donate $1, and it was like, I think it was remove a pound of rubbish out of the ocean or something.
Yeah. Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Team C's, fun fact for you, I've actually got the two totals right now. Team Trees raised 23,779,831. Team C's raised 32,572,252. Like they nearly smashed it by 10 million more.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that whole, that whole thumbnail thing. It is pretty fucking cool. Like just the whole thumbnail thing. It is pretty cool and stuff. If you haven't checked it out, the link is in the chat already. If it needs to be pasted again, I'll paste it again. Mercury.streamelements.com. Do check it out. And like I say, I am kind of partial to it, primarily because I have a connection, but also because we use it here on TekTox as well, and it is a great piece of kit that you can use online. That even Jordan agrees from just listening to it as well. So
definitely.
Who knows? Maybe you'll see it being used on Jordan's channel.
Maybe in the future if it works.
If it works, it works. It
works.
Tell
that to StreamElements when I try to fucking import my stuff from Stream.
I mean, that's different. That's a different team.
So their team get on board with the Mercury team.
So Mercury team, you're actually good at your job. Now go work with the StreamElements normal team.
Please.
Right, anyway, that leads us on to, I think, our final topic, because I think we've covered everything else except for one thing now.
Bots.
And I'll actually let you take this, because I need to go and get some water, because my throat's feeling dry. So I'll let you start off the bots section, if that's okay.
Pussy. Yeah, go ahead.
pussy. Yeah, go ahead. Pussy. Yeah, all right. I'm the one fucking producing this show, bitch.
Yeah, whatever. Go get your water, pussy boy.
Fuck you.
Yeah, later.
Talk. Do your thing.
Hello. How's it going? No, yeah. So your bots are basically what you use to help manage your stream and help like manage the what's it called? Monetize it, not monetization, swearing and people coming in and doing stuff that's not allowed. I can't think what it's called right now, but basically you can set them up so like if somebody comes in and says a word that you don't want allowed on a stream, so anything that's like a swear word, anything to do with like politics, homophobic stuff, offensive stuff, that bot can then straight away delete that message. It can set up stuff so like if something happens, like a follower, a sub, a host, anything like that can be posted in the chat. You can set up like different commands in the chat to do with your bot, so that can be like command chats for like text chats, so like like socials or shout outs. You can do different commands with like different like sort of like games, so you can just set up like games in your chat. Hello. You can set like a lot of bots, like the bot that we use. I know Carsten's kind of like doing his own. I'm sure he'll talk about his own bot when he gets to it. Like you can have like your own currency when it comes to like, because we use Mix It Up. I'll just say like Mix It Up bot. We use like there's so much customization, and yeah, you can set up. You can like specifically Mix It Up. I can't speak about other bots because I've never used any other bots except for Mix It Up. But then you can do your own like alerts from there. You can do your own overlays from there. You don't have to like do it from like the software that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
It's basically what runs your stream for you. You don't need it. You can obviously do it all manually.
Just
like
to specify the difference here between the cloud bots and Mix It Up. Mix It Up is a standalone application that runs on your computer. If your computer dies, you lose everything on your bot unless you've got regular backups that are external. Okay, yes. Cloud bots are all hosted online. You don't need to worry about making sure that they're running. They're always alive.
Yeah, most of the bots that we're going to mention are like online.
I love how you think that we're mentioning them.
Well, I assume we're going to talk about more than just Mix It Up. Like I do have a list of other bots, but I can't really talk about them because I've never used them. Like most people will know about Nightbot, most people will know about MooBot. Then there's also like the Streamlabs Cloud Bot. There's WizBot, there's Phantom Bot, Stay Hydrated Bot, I think that's COE bot. There's loads of different bots, but like I said, I can't really talk about them because I've never used anything but Mix It Up. So as far as I'm aware, most of these other bots are online, so you just download it, and then everything will be on like their website or whatever. And if your computer crashes, it's fine. It's all backed up on the website on their side. But Mix It Up, what we use, is you download it onto your computer, so all the files to do with everything that you create is on your computer. So if you're going to use it, back it up somewhere that if your computer crashes, you won't lose everything.
And also to add as well, Mix It Up because it lives on your computer, you can do so much more with it.
Yes, I was going to get to the customization of it, yeah.
Some people prefer a cloud bot because they don't have to worry about if their computer's powerful enough to run a PC, the game, the stream, and a bot. They can just run it. Or for example, you've got some streamers that stream from their Xbox, etc., who haven't got a computer, and they'll prefer the cloud bot route. Honestly... I think it's all down to preference, because even some of the bigger streamers, like we'll take Pokimane, for example. We use Pokimane as a prime example, or Dr. Disrespect. They use cloud bots. They'll use like StreamElements bot or Nightbot or MooBot or whatever. They'll use online based ones because they haven't got the time to put the energy and the effort in actually creating a separate system like what I have. Or like what Jordan's got, which admittedly I've gone and put a lot of time into help building with him.
Yes, because he knows a lot more about Mix It Up than I do. He's taught me a lot of how to use it.
But I think it's all based on what your personal preference is on how you want to use it. For example, if you just want quick commands, timers, and the odd follower alert, go for a cloud bot. It's simple, it's easy, and it's quick to set up. You don't even need to have to fuck around too much with it. Whereas if you want the customization like what we've got on ours, where we've got overlays that come up on our stream with button presses from the channel points, special commands, or even like with me, where I've got a lot of things that integrate, and I have a lot of automation on my stream. Like Jordan will tell you, my stream is effectively fully automated at this point.
Pretty much. It's pretty pog, that is.
A
lot of work has been put into it.
I can literally sit here and press the start streaming button. I'll start playing my game. I don't have to worry about changing scenes. I don't have to worry about moderation too much. Pretty much every aspect I can think of. At the moment, there are a few things that I could do to change and make things a bit better.
There's always improvements, no matter how much
work
you put into something.
But most aspects are automated. Like scene switching, that's something that's going to end up being automated eventually. But I'm not really that interested in it. As you can tell, most of my stream, Jordan's stream is very much play game, die, play game, die, play game, die, have the odd follow, have the odd host, have the odd subscription. My stream is play game, die, play game, die, play game, die, done.
That's not true. I agree with my side. Yours is more start stream, play game, talk to chat, play game, talk to chat. Thank you for the follow.
Play game, play game, play game,
back to chat.
Automation.
I have more lurkers than active chatters. Where you have a lot of active chatters when people come in.
I wasn't trying to be. I wasn't trying to be that. I wasn't trying to beef myself up that much. I was actually trying to be kind towards you there.
No, I'll admit it. Like I said, we have around the same like average viewership. You just have more active chatters. I have people that come in, give me the follow, not follow, the viewer, the lurk to still give me the, what's the word?
The average viewer,
support.
The support. Yeah,
the support. They come in and give me the support, and then they do their own thing, which I appreciate. I don't mind. That's still support, and I appreciate it. You have people that come in and will chat to you. They'll take the time out of their day. They have nothing else going on, and they'll actually talk to you. Mine, they've probably have more going on, or they don't. I don't know. They don't want to talk to me. I don't know. But
different kinds of support is what we're trying to get at.
Different kind of support. Support is still support, and I'm not trying to say that any is better than the other. Support at the end of the day is still support.
Yeah.
So yeah, with your stream, you have more activeness when it comes to like interaction.
My stream's heavily on interaction. My stream is heavily on interaction, whereas Jordan's is more sharing a gameplay experience, whereas mine is more of an interaction experience with viewers, if that makes sense. Like we're two completely different streamers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with interaction with people. If people talk, I'll happily interact with them back. But that's just what my channel is right now, which I'm fine with. Like, yeah, I provide content, whether it be shit or not. If people find it entertaining, cool. I must be doing something right. Like I said, if people do come and lurk, but yeah, I provide the content, and if people watch, you provide a place to come and talk to.
Yeah, and it's not just that as well. It's not just that. It's a way that I feel I bring a different kind of content to Twitch altogether, because I see a lot of people. In fact, even on YouTube, Tim the Tapman will take as a prime example. He was very much, hey, let's have a quick chat with chat. Let's play the game. That seemed to just be what it was, and that seems to be what it is with most streamers.
But they'll start their stream and talk for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then they'll focus on the game more than anything. Yeah,
and then and I mean those are the big ones, but even some of the smaller streamers that'll sit there and talk with their chat, they will talk to their chat, but it's still heavily like they're providing something for you to watch. My streams, on the other hand, are very different in the sense of it's more of an interactive experience. You control things that happen on stream. If you want a GIF to pop up on stream, there are certain commands that you can use. If you want to, I don't know, you want me to play blind for for 30 seconds or whatever, you can do that. If you want Alton to come and sit, which, by the way, Alton's over here, but I'm not going to bring him out because this isn't the stream for him. But he can come out, there is a whole lot of stuff, like random words. Like, people actually interact with my stream, and it's more of a... How do I put this? With people like Jordan, with Tim the Tapman and stuff like that, it's more of a watch a TV show. Whereas with my stream, it's more like a live show at a convention or something, if that makes sense. Where, where audience participation is paramount. If I don't get the audience participation, my streams aren't doing what they're meant to be doing. Whereas Jordan, etc., they're providing more like a TV show kind of content. People are coming to watch it, maybe chat on the odd occasion and, interact with the streamer in that sense, but it's primarily that sort of content. And they're two different things. And the bot is what builds on that for me anyway.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, there was a point. We weren't just trying to beef up my stream or beef up Jordan's streams or anything like that. There was an actual reason to it, and that is that it's all to do with the bot.
Interaction, where mine's just more to moderate my stream.
Yeah, and add a few extra commands thrown in and have a little bit of fun. But it's like even the TekTox podcast, even the stream right now on Twitch. On Twitch.
Yep, we're on Twitter.
I'm using Mix It Up for that, which runs all of the timers. Because I just find that the timer system on Mix It Up is just way better. I'll be absolutely honest, it's just way better than anything else that I've used. But I can do commands, I can do all sorts if I want with TekTox. It'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess there is only. We're just going to delve into sort of like a short thing. I'm not going to go into explaining how to set stuff up or anything like that. However, if you do want like a Mix It Up tutorial or anything like that, do let us know, because I don't mind doing like a TekTox mini or something on that over on YouTube. Like, that's absolutely content that I definitely think that we could get into. If you're interested.
Like, he live streams like a lot of the stuff that he's done onto his channel through Mix It Up. He live streams him doing it, so he's happy to run through stuff.
Absolutely,
he does it normally anyway.
And if you pop by my channel or Jordan's channel on Twitch, and you join our Discords, I'm in both of our Discords. If you want to know what how to do something on Mix It Up and you're unsure, just ping me a message. I'm more than happy to help. If you genuinely want to learn about Mix It Up, just ping me a message or join the Mix It Up Discord. There's plenty of people there that learn as well. But yeah, moving on from that as well, I think there's only one more thing that I can really talk about in terms of necessities really for streaming, and that is Discord.
Yes.
Because when people talk about the different software, the different solutions that are used for live streaming, a lot of people, I think, completely miss the aspect of social media and networking with other people. And when people look at that, they're going, "Oh yeah, go talk to other streamers on Twitch. Oh yeah, use Twitter, use Facebook, use Snapchat, use TikTok." What about Discord? Discord is your most fundamental tool. Get yourself a Discord. Get yourself a Discord bot. There's plenty of them out there. Probably not as intricate as the one that I've built for mine and Jordan's Discords, because let's face it, I've built a lot of custom tools for our Discords, haven't I?
Just a few.
But there's plenty of Discord bots out there, and you can genuinely make a community and a safe place for your community to grow, share, and just communicate with each other when you're not streaming. I'm not being funny. I haven't streamed in over a week now. Well, nearly a week. Okay. We talk in my Discord pretty much daily. It's and I can't turn around and say that Jordan talks daily in there, because he doesn't.
No, I don't.
Because he's unsociable.
I know. That's one of the I will say this, and it's true, and obviously it contradicts what I do. But it's just, as you said, I'm social. I struggle to talk to people because I have social anxiety. But networking, if you're going to stream, is important. You can't expect to go live and everybody's going to come to you. You have to get yourself out there and get your name out there. Don't go and self-promote in other people's channels. Obviously, that's a dick move. Don't do that. But go out there, meet people, talk to people, get to know them, and then more people will know about you, and then they'll come to you. No one's going to just come to you for nothing. You're not going to just magically appear there. Like people like Tim the Tapman, Pokemon, whatever, they didn't just go live one day and they got thousands of followers. They had to put in the work. You have to network. You have to put yourself out there.
There's only a few names at the exception to this rule. That's because they were highly famous beforehand, like James Buckley, for example, who played Jay on The Inbetweeners, who made the channel, completed it, mate, and ended up getting Twitch partner the same fucking day he joined.
But yeah, that's people that are already famous. Like I could name some. Like there's a few people that I watch, like Ronnie Radke. I can always say his last name wrong. Lead singer of Fall in Reverse. There's Jay Pitts, who I also watch on Twitch. He's a guitarist for Black Rise. There is people who can dodge that bit because they've already got their name out there. They
Yeah.
can just post their link and people on their social medias or whatever they've already got, and people will come. But if you're like us, the average person, the little nobody,
the smaller streamer, the person who's just getting in, because that's primarily what this episode's for. It's for people who are looking to get into streaming or small time streamers. We're definitely not here to try and guide the big streamers. Also, hi Ninja.
Hi
Ninja. Hi Pokemon. Hi Doctor Disrespect. Actually, fuck. I just mentioned a name that we can't mention on Twitch. Fuck.
You've mentioned him twice now.
Shit.
Oh, you're allowed to talk about him, can't you? You just can't interact with him.
Oh, no, no. I'm allowed to mention him. I'm just not... It's not interact with him. I'm not allowed to play games and him being a VC with me. That's the main thing.
And you can't show his content. Like, you can't play a video, like one of his YouTube videos or whatever, or bring up his stream.
But I could play a game with him, right? This is the stupid thing. I can play a game with him, right? I could be in a game. I could play, I don't know, Call of Duty Warzone or Apex or whatever. I could play that game with him. If he's not in voice call with me or the voice call isn't going through to Twitch, I can get away with broadcasting that content. But if his voice appears on my stream for even a second, my account can get banned, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But what we're saying is for the smaller streamer or someone who wants to get into streaming.
Yeah, and if there was an episode, what was it? I think it was episode 4. Was it episode 4? We were talking about live streaming platforms. Episode 4, the live streaming platforms.
Yeah.
That one, if you haven't already, don't go watch that one, because we ended up going on a massive fucking tangent and not ended up talking about the actual stuff that we went there to talk about, because we ended up looking up like random websites and stuff in the end. But if you don't know where to start in terms of streaming platforms or whatever, look into Twitch and YouTube. They're the two main ones. Those are the ones that you sort of want to try and focus on, because that's more likely where you're going to build an audience. Don't worry, if you're too small, don't worry about trying to go somewhere like Glimish or Trovo or DLive or even Facebook Gaming. Try and focus on the big two, YouTube and Twitch. And the main reasons why I say don't bother with Facebook Gaming, nobody likes Facebook Gaming. Not anyone that's actually serious about streaming.
Well, there are some people on there who make it work, but
they make it work because they've got a contract with Meta. Okay, they've got a contract with Facebook where they've been paid a shit ton of money to go do content for them. That's the only reason why they make it work. But I think that's all we've got. I think that's all we can think of and actually say on this, because I think we've run through everything that we can. Is there anything I'm missing?
No, I feel like we've talked about the streaming software, we've talked about the bots, we talked about like Discord, everything I can think of.
Discord was bonus content, by the way. I didn't even plan for that one.
I mean, but you are right that is important. I didn't even think of it, but it is very important. Like,
it is.
Getting yourself out there, it is a necessity as a streamer. If you want to take it somewhat seriously and get big, you have to network.
A couple of streamer tips from people. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll end this episode with a couple of streamer tips. Okay, a couple each from the two of us. Okay, I'll start off with you, because then I can base my answers off of what you say, because then it's going to be much harder. It's going to be much easier for you to try and come up with a couple, rather than if I say them and then you've got to try and think based off what I've said.
Well, my streamer tips are basically stuff that I've already said.
What I was going to say was, what would your streamer tip be that you would turn around and give yourself when you started streaming originally? Looking back on where you're at now from where you were at the start. And none of the whole don't stream on Mixer because it's only going to close down. Because I'll be absolutely honest with you, if it wasn't for Mixer, we wouldn't be in the position we're in now.
I know. No, I know. The advice I'd give myself, like back in the days, don't be scared. Like, it seems like a scary thing to press that button and then put yourself out there for, anyone who comes along to see. Like, it's not as scary as it seems. Like, you had to, help push me to do it. I wouldn't have done it by myself, even though it's something I
had to push you in multiple ways, like getting better internet.
Yeah, though that as well. Yeah, but Yeah, so it's not a scary thing. Like, it's just take your time with it. Do what you feel comfortable. Like I said, you don't have to have all. You don't if you're not comfortable having your face on camera. You don't have to. Like, it does help. I won't lie. It does help having your face on stream, especially for a girl. Sorry, but it's fact. But you don't need it.
I can't say it's fact. I cannot sit there and turn around and say that that's fact because it's not true. Because I know we'll take Katie as a prime example. Okay, from GG. Okay. She doesn't get more viewers than me just because she's a girl.
It doesn't work for everybody, but it does as a base help. But yeah, but a mic isn't needed.
A mic is needed.
Let me finish. It kind of is because you kind of need to interact with your chat. But we do know somebody who does stream without a mic. He does stream. It may not be doing.
But that's primarily because he doesn't have one that works. If he had one that works, he would stream it.
How does he talk to us on Discord?
I'm on about through stream because through Discord he uses his laptop.
Okay, there you go then. That's fine. That's just I just wondered. But yeah, well, a mic it kind of is important. But like I said, if you can't, you could try and get away with it, but it would put you down. But yeah, a camera isn't needed. You don't need expensive equipment. That's something that you do along down the road. But just make sure it's something that will do the job for what you need. But yeah, just take your time with it. Don't be scared. It's not as scary as you think. And I was really struggling with it. But once you press the go live, like the hardest thing is just pressing that button because you're sat there with the anxiety of thinking this isn't going to work out. What if I'm going to mess up? What if something happens? Blah blah blah. People are going to troll me. People are going to hate me. I'm just going to get hate. But once you've done it, once you've pressed that button for the first time, it does get a lot easier. Like once I did it, I said my first stream was a 12-hour stream because once I pressed it and got into it. Just flew by. I enjoyed it. It didn't seem like it wasn't hard. It wasn't a struggle. I wasn't scared anymore.
I think it also helped the fact that you had someone with you when you were streaming as well, which is another thing as well. If you're streaming for the first time as well, try and stream with someone that you know, especially if you've got anxiety.
Help you feel more relaxed. Yeah.
Because I will say this now, I don't think he would have hit that go live button if I wasn't with him that day.
That's what I wouldn't have. Like I said, you helped me. Like I would not be streaming. I would not have started streaming. I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for you. You pushed me to do it. So yeah, if you have friends that will happily, they don't have to stream with you, but if they're happy to play games with you and happy to be on your stream, then yeah, get them involved. Yeah, that will also help you make. Yeah, you
don't need someone who's a streamer friend, someone who just games with you, or even someone that will just sit in chat with you. They don't even necessarily need to play games. Like we'll take Gabs as a prime example. How many times have you gone to stream something, but Gabs hasn't been playing, but she's still been sat in call with you?
No, a few times, yeah. Or she'll often, be in just chat with you. I know she'll play games with you a lot as well. But there's times when she's just in chat chilling.
Yeah, exactly. Like even if it's just someone just talking in the chat, or even in a Discord call, and stream can't hear them, something like that. It's just having that support network.
Yeah, to summarize it, don't be scared. Just push forward through that, and just press the button and do it. It will be easier than you think.
Do it. Just
do it.
Yeah. For me, I'll be absolutely honest. Mine is only spend what you can afford going into streaming. Never put yourself in debt.
Experience.
Talking
from experience.
Actually, no. Fun fact for you: none of my computer setup has ever put me in debt. None of my streaming setup has ever put me in debt. It's always been bills when I was unemployed that made me go into debt.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, I never once went into debt because of my streaming setup. But it's a hobby. When you start off, it's a hobby. You're not looking to turn this. You're not looking to turn this into a full-time job from the get-go. This is not how life works.
If you
can't just
thinking of money. It's not going to work out.
Well, the thing is, you've got to imagine streaming like real life and like getting a job. If you get an interview for a job, you're not guaranteed to get that job. All that you're guaranteed to is have the chance to get that job. And that's effectively what streaming is and what the starting of streaming is. You've effectively got that job interview. You're effectively... The hobbyist streaming, like what we're doing now. This right now, this is our interview for the moment, for that eventuality where we hope, fingers crossed, that we can then become full-time employed by streaming. But until then, this is the job interview. And I think that is the best way of looking at streaming, I think. If you want to compare it to actual streaming, right now, this is the job interview.
Yeah.
You haven't got the gig yet.
No, yeah, that's what I've always been told and always go by. Yeah, like don't treat it as a job. Like treat it as a hobby. Like, yeah, a good way to see it as like, yeah, this is the interview. This is
and don't expect subs as well. That's another thing that pisses me off as well. Some small time streamers expect their friends to drop subs on them. Like, I'll be absolutely honest. When I started streaming, I expected Jordan to drop a sub on me. But there was a reason why I had that expectation, and I held him to that expectation, because he always said from day one, the day I get a sub button, he would subscribe to me.
Yeah. I don't expect anyone to sub to me. Like you don't have to. Like saying like there's.
I stopped my sub for a period of time because I couldn't afford it. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't. I was fine with it because obviously I want to make sure that people are.
I'm not being funny. You started off being a tier 3 subscriber on my... No, tier 2, sorry. No, you were a tier 2 sub on my channel.
Tier 2, and I said I'd go up to tier 3, but then I couldn't afford it. I stayed to tier 2 for a while, then had to go down to tier 1 because I couldn't afford it anymore. And if I do get more money, I'll go back up to tier 2 or tier 3. But yeah, you know...
And it's the same with me. If I have the money, I'd go up to a tier 3. I mean, you don't exactly have a lot in terms of like emotes or anything that you could give me for that as like a benefit. But that's not the reason why I'm subbing.
I'm not good at making emotes, and I have people that can make them for me like you do, so... And I don't have any ideas.
I mean, most of my stuff have come off of screenshots and memes that other people have just made randomly.
Exactly. So yeah, but yeah, don't expect things. Just do it as a hobby. If you get stuff like subs and people coming in, and it's a bonus, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And always be grateful as well, because I've seen too many small streamers that they get their first raid of about 2 people or 1 people, and they will sit there and they go, "You raided me with that many people? Pfft, you're a fucking joke." Don't be that person. Be fucking grateful that they share. The way I see it, and I've said this many times on my own stream when I've been raided, when I've been shouted at in other people's streams as well, and I will say this again, and I will keep on saying this for as long as I live. There are 2 of the highest honors that a streamer can give you: a raid on your channel and a shout out. Because they are giving their community to you in one way or another. If you get shouted out, they are basically telling their community, check this guy out and check out their content. If they raid you, they're bringing their content, they're bringing their community to you specifically. They are the 2 highest honors that a streamer can give you, and don't ever, no matter how big the number is, sit there and think that it's not good enough. Whether it's 1 person, 5 people, or 500 people, a raid is a raid, and their community is everything to them. And the fact that they trusted you to entertain their community, feel fucking grateful.
Yes.
I really went hard in on that, didn't I? I was like, you're gonna fucking be grateful. Also, you can make great friends who
also Twitch streamers. Yeah.
Yeah, they also Twitch.
That goes with the whole like networking. I said like people come in and it is possible to get raided by somebody who just found you randomly. Like I've done it before. I've had nobody that I actually follow live, so I go and find somebody who's like playing the same game I'm playing. I check out their content, but like yeah, they seem cool. But they're trusting you. Like they don't know you, and they're trusting you with their community, as Colson said. So don't betray that trust.
Yeah, exactly.
Be a good.
No, I'm gonna open up the table. I say the table. I'm gonna open up the chat for a second. Okay. I know there's barely anybody watching right now while we're live, and that's fair enough because we're only a small podcast. But if you've got any questions or anything that you want us to answer, do let us know in the chat. Whether it be something about Twitch streaming, whether it be something about where to start, how to start, or anything like that. If you're there and you want to ask a question, ask the question. And Gabs, I'm looking at you. I want at least 1 question, please. And that's going to be cut out in the final episode. Just saying. Okay, action. But yeah, networking and all that shit. Yeah, it's fun.
It is. I don't do as much as I should, but I do, and I do enjoy it when I do. I've just got to push myself more to do it.
Yeah,
and sometimes and talk to people.
And sometimes, like what Gabs was saying in the chat, you can make great friends who are also Twitch streamers. I have a friend who is a Twitch streamer. Twitch gift cards came out about 2 weeks ago. They dropped a £50 gift card on me. I could have spent it on gift subs in my own channel. I could have. I mean, to be fair, I could have gone and spent it on my best friend who was offline. But impulse purchases, ladies and gentlemen, they're always fun. When you sit there and you've got money burning in your pocket, you make impulse purchase decisions. Yeah. That's what happened with me. But I met someone who lives in a town near me. Actually, through Jordan. Actually, it was actually through Jordan, and I really liked their content. And they I don't know why I'm saying they. She was actually, had just come back into streaming, and I thought, hang on. Because they were part of a streaming couple to start with, okay? And they'd basically gone from being in a streaming couple over to being individuals. Okay, streaming individually.
At first I was like, who is he on about? But I know who you mean now.
Yeah, I'll say their name. Fuck it, I'll say their name, okay? Astro Cassidy, okay? Check them out. Okay, check them out. Send the love and tell them DJ Costin and Apocalyptic sent you.
They're really good. They're a lot more entertaining than I am. I'll say that.
Unless they're playing Fortnite, in which case it's debatable.
Well, I mean, if you enjoy Fortnite and you enjoy people that are good at it and can get wins, then yeah, go there for you. And they play a lot of other games. They play a lot of Pokemon games, and they just play whatever. They play whatever they want. That's how it should be as well. Also, yeah, do what you. Another tip for streaming, do what you enjoy, because if you enjoy what you're doing, people will see that you're enjoying it and they'll enjoy it as well. If you're sat there being miserable, people aren't going to enjoy it and they're not going to watch it. So don't play something because you feel people are going to come and watch it. But if it's the most recent game out, or it's the most viewed thing on Twitch right now, if it's not something you're going to enjoy, don't play it. And
Glares, no comparing yourself. Let that be another point. Yeah, that is another good point there, Gabs. No comparing yourself. Never compare yourself against someone else. In fact, no. I have to say this, okay? No comparing yourself to be putting yourself down, I think is the better thing to say. Don't put yourself down by comparing yourself to people. If you want to compare yourself, I
wouldn't seriously do it.
If you want to compare yourself to someone as a goal to get better, then I think that is acceptable. For example, Jordan might compare himself to me and go, okay, I aspire to get like Costin. Okay, I'm just saying, but that's a good comparison to make. But to turn around and make that comparison and go, no, I'm shit compared to Costin. That's a different point, and I think that I agree with Gabs on that point. In a serious talk, don't, because everyone's different. You may look at your stream and be like, oh, I get 2 people coming in, where there's this person who's been streaming for half the time and they get 20 people in. Oh, I'm shit compared to them. I was like, no, you just haven't found your audience yet. Every streamer is different. Yeah, I agree.
What you provide is different to them, and just because you're not bringing in what they're bringing in doesn't mean that you're not as good as them.
Exactly.
They have found their community.
It's like what Gab says. I agree. No, they are more entertaining than me.
Yeah. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. But yeah, in a serious talk, don't compare yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Anyway, we should really be wrapping up because we're hitting about the 2-hour mark since the stream started, which will be about 1 hour 40-ish minutes. Oh god, not the sandal. I think we've had a good conversation.
Yeah.
We touched briefly on bots and streaming services such as Streamlabs, StreamElements, etc. We even gave a brief talk about Mercury. From StreamElements. Big up Mercury, and big up my guy McGann over at StreamElements, Mercury as well. We'll get some love for McGann. Come on, John. Some love for McGann.
Use code McGann in the Epic Store.
Not right now. In fact, no, you can now because the Ukraine relief thing stopped.
Yeah.
But yeah, use code McGann. No, we're just kidding. Use code TekTox. We don't have a code TekTox, but still.
But use it anyway.
But yeah, so we discussed about Mercury. Hopefully, Jordan will use Mercury now that he knows more about it. And if you ever need any questions answering about Mercury or anything like that, you can join our Discords. I'm pretty sure you can go check out our channels, whatever. Links will be in down below, or if you're listening on Spotify, twitch.tv/AP0CALPYPIT. I can't. Oh, fucking hell. There's me trying to just do it off the top of my head, and I'm a fucking moron.
AP0CALYPTIC. Apocalyptic with a 0.
Okay, now do you want to share your screen and tell me where you had to read that off your screen? I'm just kidding. Don't actually share your screen.
I did bring it up just to make sure I fuck it up, but I've had this name long enough that I do know how to spell it. But I knew I'd probably fuck it up because I'm under pressure. People are watching. But
and also twitch.tv /
DCK. Fuck. No, it's twitch.tv / DJ Costin.
Yeah. You can also check out Mercury if you go to mercury.streamelements.com. Also, you can check out Mix It Up bot as well, mixitapp.com. What else? Moobot and all that lot. You can Google them. I don't know. I'm sure.
Just a quick Google of
the primary ones that
will come up with. I
think the primary ones that we've discussed, like Mix It Up, like Mercury StreamElements, etc. We'll put those links down in the description on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun. It's been great chilling and chatting with you guys today here on the TekTox podcast. What were our sponsors this week? I know mine was the skeleton.
Top of the morning coffee soap.
Heck yeah, those were our sponsors, not sponsors this week. We will catch you in 2 weeks' time, hopefully. Let me just have a look and just see what we're doing. Yeah, two. Fucking hell, what just happened there? Yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. It'll be the 7th of May that we're next live. Hopefully, unless scheduling issues or health problems or whatever. I don't know what we're discussing yet. That has not been confirmed. We might even take a bit of a longer break because, we might be at the halfway point. We might not be. Just keep an eye on our website, tektox.tk. But yeah, don't forget you can check out our website, tektox.tk. Check us out on Spotify, bit.ly/tektox Spotify, rss.com/podcast/tektox. You can also find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, anywhere that there's a podcast.
We're on there.
Yeah, we made sure that we're covering all our bases. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. If you want to listen to us more than once at once, just bring them all up.
Yeah,
Amazon,
bring them all up.
Spotify, Google, anywhere.
Don't forget, follow us on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube as well. Every single bit of your support helps immensely. Jordan, would you like to do your little YouTube bit?
Don't forget to favorite, and subscribe, guys. There you go.
And leave us a comment on what you think we should do in a future video. Yeah.
Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Nothing. Don't be a dick. Yeah, leave a comment down below. Feel free to tell us, your input on what we talked about. Any questions that you have for us that you want us to discuss in any further episodes. Any ideas? Again, if you have any specific questions that you want us to know about what we talked about today, as Carson said, you can join our Discord. You can DM us, mostly him because he knows more about this stuff than me. But I'll give it a go if you do DM
him.
Me.
Who's him? I don't know. He's all the way over there.
Sorry, DJ Costin over here, wrong way. It's backwards. Yeah, and YouTube share it because shares are low.
Yeah, shares are low. We're currently at 67% of our viewers currently subscribed. So if you hit that subscribe button and get us to 69%, that'd be great. Insert random graph here.
I hope I'm doing it the right way.
Yeah. Look, insert random graph here.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to have to self-impose one now, aren't I?
Yep.
Great, I'm going to actually have to do some editing now. Fuck.
Yay.
But yeah, we'll be back again.
Explosions.
Boof. Fuck yeah. Hey, McGann, you busy? But yeah, no, we'll see you again in about 2 weeks' time for another episode. Until then, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye. Take care.